In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to combine cells in Excel. First, open Microsoft Excel and get your worksheet ready. This process is useful when you want to make your spreadsheet cleaner, easier to read, or better formatted for reports and lists. When people say they want to combine cells in Excel, they may actually mean one of two different things. The first meaning is joining the contents of separate cells into one cell, such as combining a first name and a last name. The second meaning is merging cells so that multiple cells become one larger cell on the sheet. It's important to understand the difference, because these are two different actions in Excel and they serve different purposes. Let's start with combining cell contents, which means taking text from two cells and displaying it together in another cell. For this example, imagine you have a first name in cell A2 and a last name in cell B2. In other words, A2 contains John and B2 contains Smith. To combine those into a full name, click the cell where you want the result to appear and enter this formula, equals A2, ampersand, quotation mark, space, quotation mark, ampersand, B2. This formula joins the text from A2 with the text from B2. The space in quotation marks is important because it adds a visible space between the two words. Without that space, the result would appear as one continuous word. When you press Enter, Excel will display John Smith in the results cell. This is a simple and flexible method, and it works well for combining names, addresses, labels, or any text stored across multiple cells. If needed, you can adjust the formula to include other words, punctuation, or additional spaces by placing them inside quotation marks. Now keep in mind that this method combines the contents of cells, but it does not physically merge the cells themselves. The original values stay in their own cells, and the combined result appears in a separate cell. That makes this option especially useful when you want to preserve your data structure while still creating a polished output. The other meaning of combining cells is merging them into one larger cell. This is typically used for formatting, such as creating a centered title across several columns. Just remember that merging changes the layout of the worksheet, while using a formula changes the displayed content. So, if your goal is to join text like first and last names, the ampersand formula is the method to use. It's quick, reliable, and easy to repeat across a spreadsheet. And that's how to combine cells in Excel.